Hey, what's up, guys? So, in this particular tutorial, we will see how to design the website like this. This is basically a cake shop in which you can place order for the cake. So, over here, as you can see, I have put a little bit of animation and it looks somewhat good. So, on the top, we have this top bar with the navigation buttons, and down below, we have these products of ours which we will render and display. And if you want to place the order for this cake, I will click on this. I will say add to the cart. Then suppose I want to order this cake also, this one. I will say add to the cart. Then I will go to my cart over here, and then if you see there are two products that has been added, then I will click on the place the order. Then I will add my address over here, and then I will place my order. It's a cash on delivery, and my order is confirmed. Okay, and my order will be delivered to my address. So this is what we're gonna see in this tutorial. So let's get started. So over here, I have already created a repository for the cake shop of ours. Then I will directly go to my repository and I will do the npm I. Let me just install the modules. So once the modules are installed, then we will proceed further. So when it comes to the folder structure over here inside, we have the components. Then we have the context, and after that we have the data to store the dummy data. So where did it go? Data to store the dummy data. So this is a folder structure. Let me just run my code. I will say npm run there and let the code run over here and this is my local host. And let me just go to the CSS and I will remove all the unnecessary CSS that is present over here. This is and this is my index.css. So this has been done, and next is our data. So inside the data, I will store some dummy products. So inside of this data folder, I will create products.jsx, and this will basically store the dummy products. I will say constant products, and inside of this products I will store my area of products. So I will come down below here and I will create the object which will have the id as one, and it will have the name like chocolate cake, whatever that is, and price it will have, and it will have the image. And yeah, I will make here the source unsplash. So not this thing, I don't know, I gave some random image, but I don't think that will be the good one, but I have some better option. I will use unsplash only, but instead of image I will make use of the source. So I will say source unsplash forward slash random forward slash then we have to give the size of the images. Okay, so as of now I will give the 200 multiplied by 200. So basically this is width and height. Okay, so 200 multiplied by 200, and I want the image of the cake. Okay, so I will give something like this. Okay, and next we have the description of our product. Like I will say this is like a delicious cake or whatever it is. Why it is throwing this error? Okay, so this is my first product. Very same way I will create some more. So I will copy this, 2, 3, 4. I will have the 4 products over here. So ID will be 2 and price will be 300 chocolate cake. chocolate cupcake, I would say, and then I have the three. Uh, and we it will have the 400. We have this is 4. We'll have the price is 500. And yeah, I will show you how to work with this source and splash afterwards. So let me just create these objects. So this file is ready of the products. And then we have the components and my index.jsx file. So when it comes to the components, I will directly go inside the components. I will create the components of our uh, website. So first I am having this cart and I will create the React function component and it will have this cart component over here. And next component which we have is confirmation.jsx to confirm the order. And I will make the React function component and it will take our confirmation order. And next component what we have is a footer to show the footer of our website. So I will say footer.jsx again the React function components and it will show the footer at the bottom of the page. And next page we have is header.jsx to show the header of the website. So I will say header over again. And after that we have the homepage.jsx to show the home page. I will say the React Native component and home page over here. Next, we have the place order.jsx to place the order. And this is basically the page where we are placing the order, which you have already seen. And after that, we have the product details. Product detail.jsx. Beside that, we have the product page. And we have the style components afterwards, but as of now it is not required. So this is our basic page, and now I'll go to my app.jsx and I will start writing the routing code of mine. So I will remove this, and inside of this we will be making use of the style components. So you will see what is the style components and how to write them. And then I will, for routing purpose, I will make use of the browser router. So I will say browser router over here as router, and then we have the routes, and then we have the route which I will import from React router DOM. So React router DOM I will make use of, and then I will import my components. And yeah, it has already automatically imported the components because of the autocomplete. So now I'll do directly going to start writing the code. So first of all, I will have my route over here. Router out after the routers, I have the routes, and inside of the routes, I will have my route, and yeah, so it is giving this basic code. So first of all, on the forward slash, it will open the home page, and then I will have the home page, product page on the when I go on the forward slash products and product forward slash product ID when I'm going to the product details and cart on the cart. Then I'm having the one more page over here, which is basically the place order to place the order over here, and my order page didn't got imported. So I will import that, and next route what we have is for the confirmation. So I will import the confirmation field. I have imported confirmation also. Okay, so let me see what's the issue. Okay, it seems to be fine. I'm not given any text over here, that's why I am not seeing any output. Okay, now I'm seeing it. So let's do one thing. Let's just forget about this and let me just go to the app.jsx and my home page and I will start writing the code. For the home page first, there are headers also. So should I just start with the header instead? Uh, Let me see whether should I start with the header or not, because so when it comes to the app.jsx, this header component, I will import over here, and then the very same way the footer part will also go over here. So header and footer, it will be common to everything, all these pages. So I'm putting the header and footer outside the routes. Okay, so I'm just putting the header on top of this and down below the routes, because I want header and footer component to be common to all these pages. Okay, so slowly so you will understand what I'm doing over here. So let me just go to the header component, header.jsx, and I'll start writing the code. So first of all, I will come over here and I will import the start the style component from style components, and I have to install this. So let me just go to the cake and I will do the npm I style components. So I'll show you how to write the style components over here. So what I will do, my style components have been imported. So I will start writing the style components. So I will say header container, and to this header component I will say style dot header, and inside of this I will start writing the code. So over here it's a small s, not a big one. You have to make use of the same variable over here, and now I start writing the code inside of this. So I will say background color, and background color I will give some code which is F8 B400, and next we have the padding. I will give the padding as 1 REM, and after that we have the display. Display which will be flex. After that we have the justify content, and I will give the justify content as a space between only, and after that we have the align item center, and we have the box shadow which is basically 0 pixels, 4 pixels, and 8 pixels, and RGBA value I will give over here as 0, 0, 0, and 0.1. Okay, so this is how I wrote my header component. I will put that header component over here. Okay, so this is how we declare the style components and then we import them. So yeah, this is how the header will look over here. And inside of this header component, then I will have the nav links. So for that purpose, I will copy this. I will paste it down below, and I will say nav links, and to this nav links I will give the property as display flex, and I will give the gap in between of one REM. So this has been done. This is not required. So this is how I will show the nav links. Now let me just save and come over here. So this is how I can see my nav links over here, which is home, cart, and whatever it is. So I will come over here and I will give the one header and I will say it's a cake shop. I will save and I'll come over here. So now I'm having my cake shop over here and this is my header. Okay, so yeah, this is how it will look. And this is my footer part which will come down below. Now I can actually just go and start designing the footer component. So there will be like a few things which will be common to the footer component. I will come over here. I will copy paste this. Uh, Let me just put this back, and instead of the header component will be the footer component, and this footer component I will directly copy paste over here. Let me just show you how it looks. Okay, so this is how the footer component looks, but I have to change the styling. Okay, so when it comes to the styling part, background color I will give as a hashtag 333. It's like a kind of a brown color. Then I will give the color. Color is basically the color of the text. Padding, I will give the text align as the center, and then I'm having the padding of 2 REM, and I'll give the position as a fix because I want my footer to be positioned at the bottom, not bottom of the page, and I will give the width as 100% over here, and I will give the position as basically when we say the position fixed, I have to define where it is fixed. So I will say bottom 0, or you can say 0 pixels or something. Okay, so it will be positioned at the bottom over here like this. Okay, so now my footer is ready. Okay, so this is done now, and now as can be seen, there is some slight variation. I'm seeing this gap over here, this internal padding, which I have to fix. So for that purpose, I'll go to the index.css and write some styling over here for my body tag. I will say font family. I will give as Arial over here, and next I'm having the margin. I will give the margin as 0, and next we have the padding as 0 over here. Then I have the box sizing, and I will give the background color as some F4, F4, F4. Okay, so now our styling is ready, and header and footer part is also ready over here. So let me just go to my footer part, and I will continue with the rest of the styling. So when it comes to the footer part, I have to make use of the telegraph tag over here, e tag, and then I will give the footer over here. So I will say 2024 cake shop, and I will say all rights reserved, and let me just save. Okay, so I'm getting the text over here down below, but there is one more thing which I have to, what am I doing? I have to give the C tag, it's like a copyright kind of, so I will say I'm sent copy and comma kind of, and now we will get these icons. Okay, so this is to get this copyright icon. So our footer is ready. So now let's just go and design the other parts of our website. So I will directly go to my home page, and this is my home page, and because of which we are getting this text of the home page. So I will show you how to write the code for the home page, and we will add a little bit of animation also. So for that purpose, I will make use of the framer and React slice. So I will do the npm I framer colon motion over here, and I will also make use of the React Sleep. Okay, so these are the two packages which I will install. Let me just install them, and then I will come over here and I will import those packages. I will say import motion over here. I will import motion from framer motion over here, and next is I will import slider, and I will why it is showing the red. And I will import the slider from the React Sleep over here. So these are my two imports, and I have to import that style as well. So I will say import sleek carousel sleek and sleek.css, and next is sleek carousel sleek theme.css. Okay, so these are the two CSS files which I will import. Let me see. Going to resolve the sleek carousel. It is still showing the error for the sleek carousel. Sleek carousel. I have installed the sleek carousel. Let me just refresh. Long page line 20 the same. Right now I'm not seeing any error. It should go, I guess. Again. Okay, so for this purpose I have to install the sleek carousel also. So I will say npm I sleek carousel. I just saw at least now it is going. Okay, so it is gone now. So it was just an issue with the import, so now it will not create an issue. Okay, so we are done with all the components, and now we can start writing the code over here. So we are having our home page over here, and we can start writing code for it. So I will directly come to my div over here, and we will have some little bit of animation. So I will say motion.div, and when it comes to this motion.div, it will take some parameters. So I will first take the header, and I will say welcome to the cake shop over here. So as can you see, I am seeing this text. So I will give it a center tag. So center tag was basically it's a very old, but we can still make use of it as long as the things are working fine. We can always make use of them. So we have this motion div and it will have some parameters over here. So first of all, it will be having one parameter as the initial. So initial is basically to tell what will be the initial value. So initially I will say the opacity is basically 0. So when it comes to the opacity, opacity will lie between value of 0 to 1, and then we have the animate over here. So when it comes to the animate, I will give the opacity again to 1. Okay, so I want animation to happen between the 0 to 1. And then when it comes to this animation, it will take place in the form of transition. And the duration of this animation I am giving as 1 second. Okay, so let me see if we can see anything. No. Okay. So this is the all about like motion.div and this is some of its parameter. And now let's do one thing. We will go to the slider down below and let me just format the document. And now I will make use of the slider over here. And slider I will be importing from the React Slip over here. Okay, so I will show the slides on my website. So for that purpose, I am doing this. So I will have one div and inside of this div, I will have the motion dot image, and it will basically the image component which will have the source and all. So I will say src parameter to give the source, and let me just not do that as of now. And it will have the alt tag. If you want, you can just give the alt tag, and I will say while hover. So what will happen when someone tries to hover on the that particular image? I will say whenever anyone hovers on that image, I will change the scale to the 1.1 value. Okay, while hover, and then I will have the while tap option over here. So when it comes to the while tap, again it will have some scale of 0 0.9. Okay, so it will just scale down, and yep, it's done. And when it comes to the image source, I will go to the products and I will copy paste this only, and I will give the source over here. So over here you can give any source, and at the end you can give the name. Okay, so you can say it's a red cake or whatever it is. Let me see. Okay, I am seeing these three images, but why the image is not coming? Okay, source and unsplash. Let me just open this in a tab and see whether I'm seeing the images or not. Can't reach. Maybe there is an internet issue on my side. Got to check. So internet is working fine. I will check the link of the source unsplash. So it's a source unsplash.com random and the quick shop. Okay, so it will take the slider, and over here slider will take some settings, and let me just go up here and declare the settings. I will say settings, and it will take some parameters. So I want to show the dots at the bottom of the slider. So I will say dots as true. I want to show the dots, and next we have the loop as infinite. I want my slides to be slide automatically infinitely, and I will give the speed as 500. Slides to show, I am giving as a one. I want to show the slides. Slides to scroll, I want my slides to scroll left direction, and autoplay is basically I want to play them automatically. Okay, so here are those dots, and here are my images, but I'm not able to see my images. Let me just check the code. So I will replicate this two more times. Okay, so now I'm seeing the three dots, and here I was supposed to see the image, but I'm not seeing the image. It's a motion image tappable. Let me see if there's any error. There is no error as of now, but still I'm not seeing. It is not showing single image. Maybe I think I should just change the size of the image. I will give as a this as a width, and I will give the 400 as a height. So some splash. So the error is with the this URL. It is not able to fetch the. Okay, so this URL is not working. I have to check why the URL is not working. So there is a spelling mistake. R is missing audio. Now I think everything should work fine. Okay, so now we are seeing the images. Let me just give these values uniformly to everyone. So these are basically height and width. So this is just to normally generate images automatically. Okay, where are my images? Let's just wait for a while. Okay, so images I'm getting over here now. Okay, let me just change the width of my image. I think I can't do it from here. I will give a little bit of more width, and I will check which width is fitting fine. Just give me a minute, guys. I will check the proper width and height. Okay, so it is really not important to style these images as of now. Okay, so you can do one thing. You can give whatever width and height you want. Okay, so that is really not important. Uh, we will start designing our next pages, but this is really not looking good. Let me just try to see what I can do about the width and items. Okay, so that way I think this is not a good idea to give the width and height. So what we can do is we can give the style only over here. So I will do one thing. I will give some weight. I will give the width as 500 and height as around 1000 over here. And let me see. Okay, which image was that? I think this is the image. Let me just copy paste this style on the same style on all the other images also. All the other two images. Let me just say. Okay, so this is how it looks right now. Okay, I will give the height as 400 or something. I think this much of height is enough, and I will give the weight as eight. Uh, Let me just give it 900. Yeah, I think this much is fine. And there is one more property. Image contains something. Image contain. Okay, let it be. I think height with height equals 1200. Yeah, 1200 is fine. So I'll copy this value of 1200 on the rest. This is really not looking that good, but image contains CSS. Okay, let me just see. Object with contain or not contain. Let me just try with the value as none. So there is this one value which contains the image. It is not working right now. That is basically when the image is having the proper width and height and you know the dimensions properly. But we are doing this for the trial purpose. So let's not dive that deep into this. And now let's just go to the product page and start designing our product page. So I will go to the product page over here. And inside my product page, first of all, I will import the data which I have over here. So I will come over here and I will say import products from product.css. So I will import the products and then I'm having the style components, which is a product container. And so now I'll do one thing. I will come to the components.css and I will create some style components. I will say style components dot JSX, and inside of the style components dot JSX I will define some style containers for our product. So first of all I will import the style components. So I will say import style components from style components over here. And when it comes to the style components, for product purpose, I will export this components. I will say export constant product component is equal to style dot div. Okay, so I will make use of the div component over here. I will be styling on div component, and when comes this product container, it will display all the, it will, it is not working. Okay, I have to right inside of this course. Okay, so there are these two codes, and inside of this course my product will go. I will say display flex. First with my display property, then I will just use the flex wrap. So I will say flex wrap over here, and I will give the value as a wrap. Then I have the justified content, and I will give the value as a space between, and I want the padding also a little bit, so I'll give the padding of 2 REM. Okay, so this is my first product over here, which is designed by me, and next I will create one more export. So for that purpose, I will copy paste the same code over here, and I have the product card. Okay, let me just format the document. I have the product card, and when comes this product card, it will have some different styling. So first of all, I will give the background color. So I will say background as this color, and I have the border radius. I'll give the border radius as 8 pixels, and I have the box shadow, which is of 0 pixels, 4 pixels, and let me not give all this many values. So for this purpose, I will do one thing. I will give the 0 pixels 4 over here, and down below I will have the 8, and RGB value will be like 0.000 and 0.1. So once done with this, next we have the margin as a 1 REM, and next we have the padding as 1 REM, and we have the text align as a center, and then we have the transition is basically I'm using the transform property over here, transform 0.2 seconds, and then on hover. So if suppose I'm hovering on this, what will happen? So on hover, I will say transform, and I'll be transforming the scale to 0.5. Okay, so now what I will do, I will come to my product page, and inside of my product page, I will be importing this component. So I will say import product container from the style components, and there is one more component which is product card. Okay, and product container will be my outermost part, and let me just go over here. There is one error. Let me check. The required modules doesn't provide the export. Okay, so it is saying it is not providing the export. So export I have to do. Still, it's giving me the same error. Export default. Okay, so now the error is gone. It was issue with the export, so my product page is here. So now my product container I am having. So now what I will do, all the products which I have imported from there. So let me just do one thing. Let me just give the console of these products and see. So I'm getting all these products over here. So these are my products. So I will try to map this product. So I will say products.map, and yeah, so I will map all these images and I'll show the product cards. So as can you see, I'm seeing all these product cards over here, but there is the issue with the margin padding thing. So I have to fix the styling. So this is my product card, and I think there is some issue with the styling with the border radius. Margin is 1 rem I've given. I will give the little bit of margin on top. Margin on top is 1 rem. Okay, so now it looks better. There is a little bit of margin on top of it. And when it comes to the images of the product images, product image I'm not getting. So let me just go to my data and check. And one more thing, let me just also give the link over here, link to the specific product. So I will say link to, and I will directly give the link like this. I will say product.id, and then I can say over here, like give the details. If I want to see the individual product over here, let me just go and check. So it is throwing error specifically because of the link, I guess I have to import it. So let me just go to the app.jsx. I will copy this because I have to import the link from this only. I will say import link from this. Okay, so this is how I will be able to navigate to that product page. But as of now, product detail page is not ready. So I'm not seeing anything, and I'm also not able to see the images. I have to fix this as well. Okay, so this is the previous mistake. R was missing in the source file, so we have to put the R. Let me just refresh the page. Oh my god. Okay, so this page images are coming really very big because over here I think I have done something with the image sizes. So I have to change the width and height of the images. Register 200, it should work fine, I guess. But why it is giving so such a big large size? What is going wrong there? I have to check. Let me just go to the home page. This is my product page, and margin padding, width and height. Okay, so width, let me just give 100, and height I also give 500 pieces of now. Let me just check the width and height. What is even going on? Why my images are breaking? Okay, so let me just do one thing. Product page is here. This is my image. I will give a style to this only. In the home page, I think they have done that. I will copy this. I will come over here and apply this styling. But when it comes to the width and height, why it is highlighting? Okay, so width I will give as 100 over here and height as 400. Let me see. Okay, so it is given like this. The width and the height, I think the gap between the margin, top margin, margin. Let me see where the things are going wrong. So now we're able to see our products, but there is literally too much of gap in between. So I'll go my product page, and I will change the width and height. Okay, so now this much is fine, I guess. It is working fine. Let me just go to the product page and chocolate cake. I will give a chocolate cake over here, and I want vanilla cake over here, and I want one dark cake over here. I just hope everything. Yeah, now I'm getting a different images. So now I will click on the view details and check the details of the particular product. So now I have to go to the product detail page and I will start writing the product detail code for the product detail. So over here, I will do one thing. I will directly go to my div and I will just simply write some simple code. I will directly give the product dot name over here, the name of the product, and then the source and everything. So over here, when I click on any of this product, I'm getting the ID of this product over here in the round. So I have to get this ID using the use params. So for that purpose, I will again make use of this package and I will make use of the use params. So I will say use params over here, and from the use params, I will get the ID. So I will say constant ID over here, and from the use params, I will retrieve this ID, and then I will get the product. Okay, so I will say the product dot find from the products list. I do okay, so I have to import the products list now. So I will do one thing. I will import the products from my data, and from these products, I will find any product that matches with this ID, and I have to pass it to the int. Okay, so I will pass the ID in the int form so that it is matching with the product ID, and after that I'll be able to show the product name. Let me see what's the issue. Paragraph 2 before what? Cannot access the product 2 before initialization. Okay, so it was spelling mistake. That's why we were getting the error. Now that error is gone. So yeah, now we are getting the product name. Then I will show the image over here, and source will be basically product image over here. So yeah, I will say product image. What just happened to this code? So I will show the image as well of that particular product. Okay, so we are able to see the image. I'm getting the random image because we are using the source and slash, which generally gives the random images. Then I'm having the p tag over here, and I will say product description I want to show. So product description I will give, and then I will have the button down below which will carry out the function of adding the product to the cart. So next I will have the button and it will say add to the cart. Okay, so it will have the add to the cart button. Let me just refresh and show you how. As of now, you're not seeing it because it's under this footer. We have to apply the styling and all. Then it will be fine. Okay, so this is our product page. So I will do one thing. I will get the styling of this only, and I will apply it to my image. Okay, so now I can see this add to the cart button of my product over here. So now this looks fine. So now what we'll do, we'll create one context to add my product and all. So first of all, I will come to my context. Okay, so here is my context where we'll be creating the card context. Okay, so I will say card context dot JSX, and inside of this, I have to write the code for the card context. Okay, so I will go to my home page. I will import these things. And when it comes to creating the context, we have to make use of context over here. So I will say create context and use state also. It will be required. So whatever context we create, we will be exporting it. So I will declare the card context as a variable and I will export that card context. Then I will create the provider. I will say export context as a card provider, and inside of this card provider it will have the card items. So it will basically take the card items which I will send from the front end side, and I will say set card items over here. It will be in the form of an array, and this card provider will provide the value to the front end side. Okay, so I have to pass those values over here. Okay, so first of all, I will have one function to add values to the card. Okay, I will say add to cart, and inside of this add to the cart, it will take one product and it will add that value to this state cart. Okay, so whatever value of the product I pass, it will add to this array, and very same way I will have the remove remove from the card, and whatever values I send as a parameter, it will remove those values. And next we have this card item which I have to provide as a value to the entire application. This is the context provider which I have to wrap around my main component over here. And for it will send card items, then it will have the add to the cart, and remove from the cart the function over here. It will take these functions as well. And there will be one more clear cart to clear that cart. So I will say clear cart, which is basically to empty the card items when I'm done placing the order. Okay, so these are some of the four values it will take. Now what I will do, this card item what I've created, I have to wrap it around the main function. Okay, so I will copy this. I will save my context. I will go to the main file over here and I will import my card provider. Okay, and I have to wrap it around this main component, which is our app component over here. So it's been done now. Let me just format the document. Let me just save. Okay, so this is done. Uh, then we have this product detail page, and in this product detail page, whenever user clicks on the add button, that item should be getting added to the cart. So I will say on click, it should be adding the item to the cart. For that purpose, I have to import the value from the context. Okay, so I will come over here and I will say constant add to cart and this add to cart I will be importing from the context. So I have to make use of the use context. Okay, so I'll be making use of the context variable. I will say use context and I will go to my context. This is the context which I'll be making use of. I have to import this. Okay, so I will import my context first and I will pass that context over here as a use context because I have to make use of this function. Okay, so now I am making use this curly braces because inside of this card context there are these multiple items which I have passed, okay, as a value. But I want to make use of this add to the card. So that's why I am making use of this curly braces. I will say add to the card. And when it comes to the add to the cart, I'll be adding the product. Okay, so whatever product is over here, I will add that product to the cart, and that product will be getting added to the cart. So let me just say use context is not defined. So when it comes to this use context, I have to import it from the React. I have to give it over here. Okay, so my error is gone now. So now let me see what is left. So once the order has been added to the uh, card, I have to place an order. So I have to go to the place order page and I have to start designing it. So since we are using the style components, where I have to declare some style components over here, which I'll be making use of the place order. Okay, so we'll start doing that. Okay, so I have to get one style component from somewhere. Where should I get it from? Product details, place order function is over here, and I will have the container. So it will be order container over here. And when it comes to the order container, it will have the padding, padding of 2 rem it will have. And this will be my container outermost component. Instead of not header, it's a div component over here. So you can have the h1, you can have like a h2 also, but now I want to make use of the div. So when it comes to the placing the order, let me see what's the route for placing the order. Order please. So right now we are designing this page. Okay, so this is my order component, and next we have the header, which is place order, which I'm having right now, and then it will be my form component. There we are. Form component is it will have some on submit method, and inside of this I will have the input fields, let me say like a name, address, city, state, whatever that is, and it will have the place order. This many fields are not required. I will just take two, but if you want, you can take more. I will just comment out this code for you all. And next, we will have some this thing on submit method. So I will say constant and then submit and then submit I'll console log submitted, and I'll put this function over here. Okay, so these are all my input fields, and let me see whether I have to import them. The input fields are basically we don't import, but yeah, we can if we want to. But if we are using the style components for them, so let me just see how we are seeing the output. Let me just refresh. Okay, this is strange. I'm not seeing any output. Let me just define this form component over here. So I will apply some styling now. So I will say form only, but with the capital case, and this is basically the form component. And I will remove this as well. I will say display flex property. Next, I have the flex direction. Flex direction is a column I will give, and I will give the gap as a 1 REM. And now I'll go and this is form component over here. So now I'm seeing the form fields. Next, I have this input field, so I will do something for this input fields. I will copy this, and I have this input and this input field over here. So now I will change the styling of this input field. So I will say heading as 0.5 REM over here, and I have the border. I will give the border as one 1 pixel, because 1 REM will be too much. And I want a solid border instead of the dotted or dash, whatever that is. And I will give some color. It's 3 cc's, and I have the border radius parameter over here, which is basically the 4 pixel as a value I will give. Okay, so I think this looks fine. Okay, so this looks fine, I guess. And next is my button component. Button component, and over here this element will be button, because we are applying style on this element. Okay, so you have to give the style and the name of the element on which you are trying to apply the style. Okay, so padding I will give as a 0.5 REM. Then I have the background color. Background color I will give as a F8B400. And next we have the border as a none. Then we have the border radius. I will give the border radius as a 4 pixels. And I want the cursor as a pointer when I'm hovering on it, and color of the text will be white, and I will give the font weight as a bold. Now once I'm done with this, I'll give the hover effect, and once when anyone hovers on this button, I will change the background color to E0A800. Okay, so now I have to copy this button element and give it on this button. Okay, so now our place order button is also ready, and I think our cart is incomplete. Whenever we add items to the cart, We have to see them inside of the cart. So now we have to go and start designing the cart page. Okay, so let's start designing this cart component. I will copy this few things over here. I will say the cart component, and I will start designing the cart component. I will give the styling over here, and I'll give the padding as to REM. This much is enough, I guess. I'll give the item header as your cart, and then I will start displaying my cart items over here. So when it comes to the cart items, I have to get my cart items. So I will make use of the use context over here. So just now we have designed product page, where is the product detail. So I will be in need of the use context. So I have to show my cart products. So I will do one thing. I will come over here and I'll make use of this because I want to uh, make use of this item. So first of all, when it comes to the card, I will first show my card items, and if suppose I want to remove the card items from the card, then I will make use of this function. Okay, so I will import these two things, card items and remove card items, and there will be like a use navigation which I will use to navigate to the next page, which I will be doing with the help of React DOM. So I will import the React DOM also, and from this I will say use navigate because I want to use this to navigate to the other pages also. So yeah, that's all. And now I'm having my cart items over here. So I will come and I will check. Okay, so whether I will check the cart items length. That means whether there are items in my cart or not. If there are no items, I mean, if the cart item is zero, that means there are no items. So I will say your cart is empty. Otherwise, I will map all these cart items and I will display the items which are there in my cart. Okay. So as of now, there are no items in my cart. So I will come over here. Where are my products? I'm not seeing any products over here. Okay, products page. Product page. Yeah, product page is there. Okay, so I have not added the products page to my header, I guess. So I will give it over here and I will say products because I want to easily access my products. Okay, so now I'm able to see my products. I will say view details, add to the cart. I've added this product to the cart and it is saying your cart is empty, but it should show me the product because I've just now added the product to the cart. Add to the cart, product details. Okay, just go to the product details. Okay, I'm getting the product. I'm adding the product to the cart. Let me just check whether it is getting added to the cart or not. Okay, so product is getting added to the cart, and if I'm going to the cart page, it is not showing me the product, so there must be some issue over here only. So it is showing the cart item as empty, but I have added the products. I will add this. I'll come over here, but cart is getting empty. I don't know why. I have to figure out why it is not. Let me just design the cart page first, then I will see why it is not working. As of now, it is saying your cart is empty, but let me just go and define some product. We'll copy this object and still the cart is empty. It is saying. Okay, so now it is giving me this product, and now if I remove, it will not remove because I have directly given the initial value. So I just wanted to see the styling of this page, so that's why I at least wanted one product to be displayed. And okay, so let's do one thing. Let's start designing the page. Where is my cart? Okay, so it is saying remove the product from the cart. And once I'm done with this, I will give one more button down below. Like if suppose this is not working, then what should I do? So I will use the fragments over here. What just happened? Okay, so we will apply a little bit of styling for this as well. So I will do one thing. I will copy this and I'll paste it down below, and I will give the name to this as a card item. So when it comes to this card item, I will do the display property. Display as a flex I will give, and justified content I will give as a space between, and I want to leave a margin bottom, and I will give as a 1 REM. So once this has been done, I will copy this and I will give these properties to the cart item over here. So this is how my cart item will be. Like it will give the name, price, and button on the right hand side. Okay. So once this has been done, then comes the part of my button. So now what I will do, so this is my cart item over here, which is basically used to render the items. So I will use fragments. I will cut this fragment and I'll paste it over here. And this is used for the mapping purpose. So this should land over here. And this is fine, I guess. Okay, so now the error is gone, but there are some indentation issues. Okay, so now it's fine, I guess. So there will be one button down below, and on click of this button, I have to navigate to the next page, and I will use the navigate function over here. Navigate, and I will navigate to the place order. Okay, so I will say navigate to the place order, and over here it will be place order, and I will style this button. So I will come up over here, and I will copy paste this code. It's a button which I'm styling. So now what I will do, I will write code for this. I'll give the padding as 0.5 rem over here. Then I'm having the background color. I don't want the border, so I will say border as none, and I have the border radius. I'll do the border radius as a 4 pixels, and I have the cursor pointer over here, and I will give the color as a white, and I will give it a bit of font weight. I will give the font weight as a bold, and I want whenever anyone hovers on that button, I want certain properties to change, and those properties is basically the background color, and I want the background color to change as to this color, and let me see what is the output. It is not giving output because I have not changed the button over here. So it is giving too bright color for background as a blue. So I will change it. I will say F8B400 and it could possibly work fine. Okay, so now it looks good. So this remove from the cart is also not working. I have to check. Okay, so it will not be removed because I have initialized the value. So where it is. So since I have initialized this value, so it will not remove. It will only remove when I add or remove it. Okay. So then I will click on place order. So navigate is not defined. So I will come down below where it is and navigate. So navigate variable I have to declare over here. So I will come and I will say constant navigate. I will use navigate and I will say place order and I will give my details like whatever address. I will click on the place order. So message portal. This is basically the place order page. So let me just check what's the issue with the place order. So place order basically has a form of type handle submit, and it will take an event, and I will say e dot prevent default e dot e dot prevent default. Okay, so now this is done. And then what I will do, I will clear your cart. Okay, so whatever item that has been added, that needs to be cleared once the order has been placed. So for that purpose, I have to import it. So I have to import the context where we have imported it. Place order, clear cart is working fine. So I will say clear cart. And just now for confirm where I have used that details. I have to clear the cart and then I have to navigate to the confirmation page. So I will say confirmation, and then I have to wait. Just now I used in which page navigation cart. So I have to declare that over here. And yeah, I think now I'm done. So place order basically when it comes to the placing the order, I have to take the input from the users. So I will do one thing. I will come over here and I want to make sure the use state. I will make sure the use state statement over here, and then I will have the name to set the name, and then I will say set name to set the name of the user, and it will take the we will make sure the use state over here, and then I have to also set the address. So another parameter will be to set for setting the address over here, and I will say set address. So, and one more thing I have to import is use navigation from the React DOM. So I will do that also. I will come up and import it. So now I'm done, and I have to set these values and everything to these input fields. So I will say value as name, and I have to make it the on change, and on change basically like whenever anyone enters any sort of data, I have to catch that data. I will say set name over here, and I will say e dot target dot name to set target name over here. I will copy and paste the same thing, and over here it will be email, and it will be it will be address, and it will be set address. Okay, so this has been done, and I will place order whatever that is. And the request does not forward the export clear cart. Okay, so let me see what's the issue. Clear cart, clear cart. Okay, so I have to make use of the use context hook over here. So this order is here. I have to make use of the use context, whatever context I have imported, like this place order, and I just want this one thing. Let me just refresh and see now. The request module, blah blah blah, doesn't provide export. Okay, I understood. I will be importing the clear cart. I will say cart context. Import cart context, and then this cart context I have to use it over here. Now the error will be gone. Okay, error is gone. Whatever is my name, whatever is my address. Okay, so I am not able to type. So this is the input type text. It is taking these values. Input type text. Let me just go to the input. Yes, the input only. Why am I not able to type inside of these text fields? Uh, Time after message port closed. Let me just check the issue. Okay, guys. So there is this mistake. So instead of name, it's a value. I just hope now it is working. Okay, so now it will work. Whatever is the name and address you pass, click on the enter key and then you go to the confirmation page. So now let me just go to my confirmation page and let me just design my confirmation page over here. So I will come to the footer. I will copy this. Confirmation page is over here. Uh, Let me just copy this as well. And now when it comes to the confirmation page, it will have the padding as 2REM, and then we have the text element in the center. I will copy this and paste it over here, and then I am having the H1 over here, and I will say order confirmed. And next, what I will do, I will take one paragraph and I will say thanks for order. Your items will be delivered soon. Okay. So yeah, now our page is ready over here. So it will show some cakes over here. Now what I will do, I will make it a little better. So where is my products page? I will go to the home page and display my products on my home only. So I will come and I will place it over here and I have to import my products page. I will say import products page. what just happened over here? Okay, so now it is displaying all the products over here only, down below. And let me just do one thing. I will go to the footer and I will get a margin, little bit margin on top as 3 RE. Okay, I think I shouldn't be giving that inside of the footer. Let me just cut this. Where is my home page? This is the product page and product container, margin bottom. Yeah, I think I should increase it a little bit more. Okay, so now it is working fine, I guess. Okay, so now we can see our products properly and our colors is also working fine. Uh, I will do one thing. I will add this to the cart and I go to the cart and now I am seeing the product in my cart over here. I will do one thing. I will add this also to my cart. I am seeing that product in my cart. Okay, this I'm not seeing in the product because my cart add to the cart is not working. I have to fix it. I forgot. I'll do one thing. I'll go to the products page and product detail. Okay, so let me see why my product is not getting added to the cart. Okay, so let me just fix this. I think the error is because of this. Uh, I'll do one thing. I will go to my cart and I'll remove this product which was manually added by me. Let me just add some product. It is still saying cart is empty. I don't know why this add to the cart is not working. So let me just go to this page and here is my add to the cart, whatever product I'm sending and appending to here it is coming. So over here, if we check one thing, so if suppose I'm adding this item to the local storage, I mean if I'm adding this to the cart is getting updated, but when I go to the cart, it is saying the cart item is empty. Okay. So now the only option to this is making use of local storage. So I try to do one thing. I just try to make to the previous value and take the previous value and update. I add my new product to that array, but this method is also not working. So now what we can do is we can just make use of the local storage variable. So locally we can store the array of our items and we can just get them. Okay. So what I will do, I will make use of the local storage. I will say local storage dot set item and the item what I will give over here is card item and I will try to save the same item but it's a array of objects so I have to stringify and store so I will say JSON dot JSON dot stringify the cart item, and yeah, I will store the item like this. And whenever I want to get the data, I will say local storage dot get items, and I will show the item. So I will do one thing. Uh, so I'm just setting items over here. This is my cart items. I have to get my items and display them over here. So I can save my items to the local storage and I can retrieve them. So when it comes to the setting up the cart items, I can do one more thing over here. I can check whether the items are already there in the local storage or not. Okay, so for that purpose, I will say constant cart items json dot cart items. So I will do one thing. I will whenever we use the stringify to store the data into local storage, when we want to get the data back, we use the json dot parse to get the data in the original form. Okay, so if that item the data is there as cart items, then I will assign this cart item from local storage to this cart items, otherwise the array will be null. Okay, so let me just see whether it is working or not. So this is my product. I will say add to the cart. Go to the cart. Okay, so now my item is getting retained in the this cart. If I want to remove it, I will click on the remove from the cart. But now the remove from the cart is not working. Let me just go to the products again. Come to the cart. The product is there. I will add one more product. I will say add to the cart. I will come over here. Now the two items are there in the cart. So now if I place order, it will be placed, but I have to check on how to remove this item from the cart. So I will come over here and add to the cart is working and remove from the cart. Okay, so it is taking this value. It should basically remove. And whenever I am removing, it is giving me the updated cart. It is not removing the item. I don't know why. Just give me a minute. Let me just check. It is giving the product ID as 2. It should basically remove. Okay, so now if I just see over here, so it is instead of sending the entire product, it is just sending the ID. Okay, so this product is basically the ID, not product.id. So I have to just remove this and update. So now I'm able to remove the products also. And if I refresh, it is removing the product. So I'll do one thing. I will click on this. I will say add to the cart. Now I'll go to my cart and I will save this order. I'll give the name as Akshay over here and home one, whatever that is, and I'll place the order. Okay, so now my order has been placed. So this is the simplest website to create how to display our products, how to show them, and how to place an order. I have just given one option over here is like a cash on delivery. You can give more payment options, but you have to integrate the payment options with that or the Stripe or Razor Pay or to checkout or whatever that is. But this is the simplest application to sell the cakes. And I have tried to give a little bit of animations also to this, and like these are the animations which are working. So you can just give it a try and let me know in the comment section how you like this tutorial. So code of this tutorial you will find in the description of the video. And if you are new, please don't forget to subscribe and check out my other videos as well. There are a lot more tutorials on my YouTube channel which you can check out. Thanks for watching.